day one, and I'll be talking on the Atem Mini Pro. The Atem Mini Pro. This is it here. It has 4 inputs. So the Atem Mini Pro is derived from the Atem Mini. So it's a black magic design, like you can see here. The other name for Atem Mini Pro is black magic design. So when they call black magic design, don't think that it's the witchcraft. So you know, our mind go to different things. So this is the black magic design, and it has 4 inputs. These are the 4 inputs: 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inputs, and it's a live production switcher with an integrated control panel, which is designed for multi-camera live streaming. That's an HD. You can stream up to HD video to internet or broadcast application. You can stream through your laptop. It switches to channels. Like we say, it has 4 inputs. This is input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. And one thing about this Atem Mini Pro is that it can live stream by itself. It can live stream by itself without needing a laptop or a computer to live stream with it. It can live stream by itself. It has a built-in hardware streaming engine. It's a built-in hardware streaming engine inside this Atem Mini Pro, which you can live stream, connect without needing a computer. From behind, you can see it takes an Ethernet cable. This is an internet cable. It shows that it can live stream without a computer. And it has a software which you open in the computer and you try to manipulate, so you can live stream without a computer. This is the output. When I'm going to connect it, you are going to see the purpose of this output. This output now links you to see the cameras, the inputs, and to make the choices of the inputs which you have set in. So this is the USB out. This USB out, you can record from here. USB out, we have 2 outputs here. This one goes to it's a control panel, so it goes to you can send it to a monitor, which you see the inputs, which you can decide from your inputs on what the input you have put. Maybe you are putting 4 inputs, so you decide which you want to send out, which you want to throw out. So this USB can record single-handedly. This USB, so it can also it sends out a single output. This USB here, USB out, is type C. It sends out a single output. So when I'll be doing the connections, you are going to understand how this mouse function. So these are the 4 inputs, and you can see you can take 2 microphones, input microphones, mic 1, mic 2. You can take 2 input microphones, which you can use for your live streaming without a computer. And this is the power source. This is the power source. So I think from the front here, we have input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. And when you look at these inputs, they have buttons that are attached to it. These first lines of buttons are the volumes. You can increase the volume, you can decrease the volume, you can put on the volume, you can put off the volume, you can reset this AFV. So these 2 separated ones here are for this mic in and out. Maybe you have an input microphone you want to bring in, which you want to bring. You connect your microphone set. So these are the buttons which control the microphones. You put the microphone on, you turn it off. You increase the volume, you decrease the volume. These 2 sections here are just for these microphones. So when we look at these other ones, it's the same. You increase the volume, it increase, decrease, on, off, increase, decrease. So when we come to these other sections, like I said, you can see record. If you want to record, you can connect your like I said, this is a USB out. You can take your type C to USB or your hard drive. You can have a hard drive, so you connect here direct, and you want to record, you connect your hard drive there direct and you record. So this is where to record. This is where you want to go live on air. Like I earlier said, you can go live without the use of a computer. You can go live without the use of a computer. So this is where we go live. You just type live on air. It just takes you live on air. You can stop, you can off, and the rest. So this is where we switch the images. When I connect it and put it on, we are going to see how we switch these images from the cut, the auto, and the FTP. Okay, we are at the process now of the connecting process. I want to show how you can connect this Atem Mini Pro or Blackmagic design. So this is the power source. Like I said, this is the output which we are going to send to this screen. Send this output to this screen which we are going to monitor. Like I said, this man has his own software. For now, I'm going to teach you how to manipulate the hardware. It has a software. In some days or the few other lessons, we are going to dive deep into the software of this Atem Mini Pro. So for now, I'm going to talk on the hardware, how to manipulate the hardware. This is the power source. I plug in the power source. As you can see, it's on already. It's on already. So now I have to link it to this screen so that I will see whatever I'm controlling here with these inputs here. Whatever I'm controlling, maybe I have 4 cameras, 4 inputs here. So I have to see how it's going to show up here. So I have to put my HDMI. It takes HDMI out. So I connect my HDMI out. So after connecting it, HDMI out, this is what will appear on the screen. This is the screen. This is the Blackmagic design. So it indicates the inputs: camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 4. So whatever input from the camera I'm putting inside here, you will see the images here. Maybe you plug on camera 1, you will see the image will appear on camera 1, the input 1. Camera 2, this is the input 2. Camera 3, input 3. That's camera 4, input 4. So this is how the Blackmagic is going to display on the screen. So this is a preview and this is the program. This is the preview. We send in our image here to check if everything is okay, because whatever it is in the program, that is what goes out for transmission or recording. Whatever it's in this program here, whatever image that is here is what goes out for recording or transmission. So we bring in the preview first to check if it's okay before we send to the program. Okay, like we see now, I have brought in 2 inputs. One in camera 2, I brought in 1 input. This is the satellite receiver, and this one is my camera. So I brought in my 2 inputs. So now this one is on 2, like this one is on 2, and my camera is on 3. My receiver decoder is on 2. I just use a receiver for an example. You can have 4 cameras, so it's on 2 and my camera is on 3. Like I said, this is a preview, so my camera is on the preview, which is 3. Which is 3. This is a 3, and the 3 is showing green. 3 is showing green, which is the preview. So now I want to send it to program. You can use either the auto. You can see very well. This is the cut. This is auto. Cut auto. Cut auto. So this auto makes it to be smooth. This auto makes the image transmission to be smooth. You can adjust it from here. You depend on the duration on which maybe you want to mix, you want to do whatever kind of transition. It's just like video transition. This one is just like transition. Those who do video editing, they understand better. This is the transition. So you can choose this method, and whatever method you choose, whatever transition method you choose in your video. So this one is just like video transition. whatever transition you want to do. And this is the duration of time in which you want the transition to take place. Maybe you want to switch from 3 to 2. So it depends. You set the duration. Here I've set is 1 second here. You can take it to 2 seconds. You can take it to 1.5 seconds or 0.5 seconds. So now, as we can see, I have my preview and I have my program. I have my preview and I have my program. Like I said, whatsoever it says, what goes out for recording, it goes out for transmission or for recording. So these are the inputs. I have my input too. So if I want to send this one this way, I just either click on the auto. Like I said, I've chosen this transition. Like I said, these are transitions on the Blackmagic design. These are transitions. So I choose this transition. So as I choose the transition now, if I want to switch the image now, when I click on the auto on the cut, you see what will happen at the program. So when I click on the auto, you see what is happening here. It moves like that. So when I come to the next transition, when I come to the next transition, this other one, click on it. So I go back now, I want to switch back. So I quietly click on the auto, you see what is showing. So I come now to the next transition. These ones are just transitions. So I want the video to move in this format which I want. So I take it and I press on my cut or auto. You see how it's going to move. See how it's moving. So these are just transitions, like I earlier said, and these are transitions, like I earlier said, and the time duration in which you set the time duration is the time duration in which you want the transition to take its effect, to move. That's the sign you set the time duration. So I think for now this is just how the Atem Mini Pro, how you can bring in your inputs and you connect to the screen, bring in your inputs and you connect to your output monitoring screen. This is your output. You can put in your inputs and you connect to your output monitoring screen. So this is the HDMI cable. Like I showed you earlier, behind there we have two outputs. One is for monitoring. You have to monitor what you are doing with the hardware. So this is what it looks like in your output monitoring screen. So the other output now goes either to a hard drive if you want to record, or it goes to the computer. Moves to the computer where you do your transmission. So that's just how the basic how this Atem Mini Pro functions. If there are questions or further questions, maybe you can drop in the comment section, which we are going to explain further. Like I said, this is day one, talking on the Atem Mini Pro, and as the days goes by, we'll be seeing the software of the Atem Mini Pro, and we'll also move to other things. Like we are seeing from day one, from lesson one of the Blackmagic. This is just the basic introduction. When you see this for the first time, so this is just a basic introduction. I can tell you that this thing has a lot of functions which will be unveiled in the days ahead. So for beginners who are seeing this for their first time, so this is just the basic introduction to it and how you can operate it when you see it for the first time. Because most people, when they see it for the first time, they become scared. This thing has many buttons on top of it. So how am I going to operate this? Some people are scared when they see this for the first time. So it's just a basic introduction on how we do this. So the next lesson we are going to talk on sound. That's the Behringer, and we'll also talk on the mixer there, how to mix separate sound and to send it to the Behringer, the function of this Behringer sound card. We are going to talk about it, and when we are done with the sound and we are done with the video, then now we are going to combine now and talk how we can bring these two together, the video and the sound. You see they have two different devices, plus the mixer there, they have two different devices. How we can bring these two together and bring into the computer, or can bring into the computer for our live broadcast. We'll teach on OBS. First of all, we'll start with OBS, then after we'll go now to vMix. Thank you for listening, for watching the video. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have questions or worries, please put it at the comment section, or we attend to your questions or your worries. See you for the next lesson. Thank you.